Together with Earle Sports Bets, yeah, the twins, they be checking in. Stacking up, green is the scene that you're stepping in. Winning is a trend, and we stay making dollars. Nerd talk with the sports bet scholars. Yeah, R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies. R.I.P. to the bookies.
We are live. Welcome back to another edition of the Earle Sports Bet Show. My name is Nicholas Earle, running solo today. Tim's not going to be available for today's show, so it's just going to be me. We got a full slate of MLB for Sunday here for July the 2nd. We got a 4-game slate in the WNBA as well. I've already locked in some pre-show plays as well. If you guys follow me on Twitter, you know exactly what those plays are. I have 7 plays that I have already posted up on Twitter. So I'm already locked into some baseball plays there. And we will be looking to add more throughout the show. But before we get into today's games, before we get into today's slate, we're going to take a look back at what happened yesterday. 1 right, 1 wrong in the world of sports betting. July, not off to the greatest of starts, but it is what it is. The MLB went 8-8, down 0.73 units. Started off strong. San Diego, Cincinnati over 11 was a winner. St. Louis team total over, and St. Louis first 5 were both winners there in their big win in game 1. Toronto Blue Jays continue to be the death of me as the -1 loses. Pittsburgh Pirates first 5 was a terrible bet, but the double up on the Rangers worked. First 5 in full game. Texas takes care of business. They won 5-2 against the Astros. The Giants get shut down against Verlander. Verlander looked really strong yesterday there as the team total over 3.5 loses. The full game over 8.5 loses. The Mets win 4-1. Not trying to hype them up, but the Mets are undefeated in July. But I'm obviously trying to be funny. It's only one day. But Miami, terrible play. I swear that these Atlanta Braves are something else. They went up against arguably the hottest pitcher in baseball, Yuri Perez, and they torched him for like six runs in the first inning. Really? Seattle first 5 was a thing of beauty, as I believe Kirby gave up 1 hit through 5 innings. The over 8 in the Cleveland game was a loser, but Cleveland team total over 3.5 was a winner. Over 9.5, LA and Kansas City was a winner. Team total over 4.5 for the Diamondbacks, and full game over 10 were both losers. The Diamondbacks win 3-1. So overall, 8-8 could have been a better start, but it is what it is. Not going to get too hung up over it. CFL continues to be not great. I got the Bombers -6, but the team total over, full game over, were not even remotely close, as points were hard to come by last night in that game. So 1-2 in the CFL, down 0.78 units. Won my only WNBA play yesterday. I remember during the show, if that was the only play I made, the Las Vegas, Connecticut over 170 was my only play. I would be totally fine with that. That cashed easily. The Aces drop over 100 themselves. So that was really nice to see there. So 1-0, up half a unit in the WNBA. I'll also be talking WNBA with Tease today on Who Bangin' on We Got Next for their WNBA show. That'll be at 1:15. But that is everything from yesterday. 10-10, down 1.01 units. We move on to July 2nd. Hopefully we can get into the win column here for July. Let's take a look at the chat, and then we'll get into today's slate. White Sox lost me a 16-legger. Ouch. Yeah, there was no way I was looking at the White Sox at that price. F the Blue Jays. Yeah. I like the new countdown. Appreciate it. Good morning, sports people. What's good occupancy? I saw yesterday Lou Lamoriello is very busy. Oh, big signing there. Ilya Sorokin is going to be on the island for 8 more years, 7 more years of Scott Mayfield, 7 more years of Pierre Engvall, 4 more of Varlamov. The only one I really didn't like was Varlamov. I think that was too much money, too much term. But I get the signings for Mayfield. He's a good lockdown defenseman. And most of his contract will be, or the end of his contract when that will be aging bad, the team's going to suck anyway. And same with Engvall there. Let's get it. Well, Blue Jays, I tell you, Blue Jays. Yeah. What's up, guys? Tim will be in the chat today. He will not be on the show. I was watching that Blue Jays game, and the announcer said they are 16-27 on Canada Day. Wow, they can't even win for their own day. That's kind of sad. And they've yet to beat the Red Sox this year, and we will be getting into that game soon. I had the under 4.5 in that Orioles first 5, and then had the over in the Cardinals first 5. Yeah, 11-0. Yeah, morning, guys. Cameron, I told the chat yesterday, I told the chat the White Sox should not be that big of a favorite. They stink. Yes, I am not high on those White Sox whatsoever. Yeah. Much love from Nigeria. What's good, Umar? Oh, yeah, I took the Royals first 5 yesterday. There you go. There we go. And why are you betting 16-leggers? Yeah, do not bet 16-leggers. Aces, that went way over. I had that one. Yep, that was my only WNBA play yesterday. I'm ready to cash today. Me too. You're good. All right. We will get it started with the 12:05 game. This is the Baltimore Orioles and the Minnesota Twins. I have not made a move on this game here. Sonny Gray and Cole Irving. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. As we have this line opened up at a minus 108. It's now to a minus 114 for the Twins. So the line's moved 6 cents in their direction. Line opened up at a 9 at even money. It did go down to an 8.5, but it's back up to a 9, and it's actually moved 10 cents towards the over there in that one. Let's take a look at where the money has come in on this one here. See if that correlates with a move towards the Twins and a move towards the over. It opened up, or 62% of the tickets, 50% of the cash is on the twin, or on the over, and 62% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the Twins, looking to go for the sweep over the Orioles. How about that? How about the Minnesota Twins going for the sweep against the Orioles? Let's get into the pitching matchup here. Sonny Gray and Cole Irving. Sonny Gray has not been particularly good. 3.95 ERA, 1.46 WHIP, 6.59 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 2.96 walks per 9, a 3.22 BABIP, a 4.23 FIP, and a 4.72 SIERA. On the flip side, Cole Irving, 4.05 ERA, 1.35 WHIP, 9.45 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 1.35 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 4.56 FIP, and a 3.65 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Orioles here, 3.9 FIP, 3.21 SIERA compared to 4.15 and a 4.23. The hitting advantage does go towards the Orioles as well. 111 WRC plus, which is 9th compared to the Minnesota Twins, who struggle against lefties, which they will be getting the lefty in Cole Irving today. 80 WRC plus, which is 24th. So Minnesota struggles versus lefties. Baltimore's hitting righties. The pitching advantage, the hitting advantage. The only thing that's keeping me off this game is that the market is moving towards the Twins. I'd be leading towards the Orioles. My X's and O's. The market's telling me Twins. This is going to be a stay-off spot for me here. Orioles games, if I don't have to get involved with them, I won't get involved with them because they've been the death of me this year. But yeah, this is not a spot I'm particularly interested in. It's going to be a pass for me. All right. Good morning, crew. Hit big yesterday. 3-leg parlay. Royals, Yankees. I'm assuming the Yankees was game 2. And Diamondbacks. There you go. All together. 11-1. There you go. I was the only one giving the money away because the White Sox lost. Don't tell me about my gambling business, devil woman. Go O's. Them A's. We're going to ride the wave today. You got to figure out if I want to ride the wave yet or not. I like Baltimore today. I could feel it. Good luck. I'm staying away from that game. Yes, White Sox. Ride the wave. But not people don't like to ride the waves. I know, right? White Sox screwed everybody yesterday. Didn't screw me. I stayed off the game. I donated to the Aces yesterday in hopes of fun. There you go. I like the A's also. There you go. First 5 under, more of a stay off. Yeah. Me too. I'm going to skip that comment. I agree with Cameron. Keep betting your parlays, my guys. Okay, cool. Under 9. We'll move on. This is a game I have moved on already. The Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins. The Braves are 210 favorites with a total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the market or the line history in this one here. Line opened up at a 201 for the Braves. It's up to a 212, so an 11-cent line movement towards Atlanta. Line opened up at an 8.5 minus 105. It's up to an 8.5 minus 118 in this game. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this one, see if it correlates with the Braves and the over. 87% of the tickets, 50% of the cash is on the Braves. The lines move towards the Braves. So a bit more tickets, but less money. It's kind of tricky, but it is. I'm not even going to try anymore with this Atlanta team. 62% of the tickets, 83% of the cash on the over. And lines move that way. Ballpark pal. For Oriole Park, plus 17%. Plus 42% home runs. Actually, that over in that Baltimore game may be the play. It's a 9. It's moved up. I actually might move on that the Orioles over real quick in that one because the ballpark factors are actually really good. My numbers pointing that towards that direction. Yeah, I'm going with by the way, I'm going over 9 here, Minnesota, Baltimore. I just realized that with the ballpark pal that I wanted to make that move. I was leaning that way anyways. But for this one here, Truist Park plus 0% offense, plus 1%, plus 1%, plus 3% home runs, minus 7% doubles, triples, plus 3% singles in this one here. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. And if you would be telling me that I'd be making this bet preseason on this game with these pitchers, I thought I would look at you and say you're crazy. Spencer Strider and Sandy Alcantara. 4.59 ERA, 1.23 WHIP, 6.21 strikeouts per 9, which is 17% the last 30 days for Alcantara. 1.62 walks per 9, a 3.17 BABIP, but 3.31 FIP, 3.87 SIERA. On the flip side, Spencer Strider, 5.46 ERA, 1.39 WHIP, 12.86 strikeouts per 9, which is 33%, 3.21 walks per 9, a 3.55 BABIP, a 3.85 FIP, and a 3.27 SIERA. The bullpen advantage goes actually towards Miami here. 3.48 FIP, 3.11 SIERA compared to 3.96 and 3.54. The Braves are number 1 versus right-handed pitching. 150 WRC plus, number 1 in baseball last 30 days. They are absolutely smashing the ball, the Braves. And Miami, 101 WRC plus, which is 14th. I've already doubled up on this game. I took the Atlanta Braves team total over 4.5 at minus 135, and I took the full game over 8.5 at minus 115. It's pretty simple for me. Until the Braves stop hitting, you got to just keep betting the overs. This is a Braves team that's been absolutely killing the ball as of late. 7, 16, 3, but then 4, 6, 7, 7, 10, 5, 4, 14, 10, 8, 8, 6, 10, 5. This team just hits, and hits some more. Like, I'm done trying to fade this Braves team. I'm going to take the over in this spot. I got the team total over 4.5 at only minus 135, and the full game over 8.5, knowing the Braves will probably have those 5 runs by the second inning because they don't care. And this is probably the best offense in baseball. And go ahead and lock in your World Series futures for the Braves because nobody's stopping this Atlanta team. So I'm on the Braves team total over 4.5. I'm on the full game over 8.5 in the spot here. Let's move up here. Free money appreciated, of course. Braves will not lose another game. Braves run line. Yeah. No, they will not. Yeah. No problem, Fernando. Sam, you like any dogs in the WNBA today? Yeah, Braves are pounding them pounding the Marlins like, alrighty. Timmy, easy $1,200 in my pocket. I'll donate $100 for you. There you go. I know you need today. Alcantara has a terrible track record against the Braves. I kind of want to look at what that is. What his record versus the Braves is. Sandy Alcantara versus Atlanta. 4-3 with the 2.67 ERA. Not terrible. He's given up 3, 2. He had one appearance. He gave up 6. And then the rest have been 1s and 0s with a couple 3s in there. So he's not been terrible against the Braves, but this is a different Braves team. Tim? Yeah, Mo Harris. Over in the Sparks game. Indiana money line. Washington plus 4.5. Seattle plus 8.5. Seattle's up to a 10 now, by the way, Tim. Sup, Markel. Shout outs to T. Earle. Braves, I'm not getting in front of. Yep, nope. Braves money line. Yeah, that's minus 215, but yeah. Train. Braves, I feel, own the fish. They absolutely do. Love that team total over. Yeah. What's up, bitches? What's good, smoke and mirrors? Braves are crazy good, and it pisses me off. It'll be funny to watch the Braves win 120 games just to lose in the DS to the Diamondbacks. Yeah, why not? Why not? Cunha over 1.5 bases. Yeah. Next matchup here. This one was a tricky one. I wanted to get involved with it, but the market kept me off this game. Milwaukee Brewers and Pittsburgh Pirates. Brewers minus 105. Favorites, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history. As this line has flipped. Okay. It opened up at minus 110. It's now minus 103. It's moved 7 cents towards the Pittsburgh Pirates. And the line is the line opened up at 9 minus 110. It's actually moved down to 9 even money, suggesting that we could see Rich Hill pitch well today. 79% of the tickets, 81% of the cash is on the over, and the line's moved towards the under, which tells me maybe the under's the look in this game. 52% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the Pirates. The line is moving towards Pittsburgh. Let's take a look at Ballpark Pal for this one here. PNC Park plus 11% runs. So good hitting conditions in Pittsburgh today, plus 10% home runs, plus 13% doubles, triples, plus 1% on the singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. Rich Hill and Colin Ray. Ray, 4.05 ERA, 1.24 whip the last 30 days, 7.43 walks per 9, which is 20%. 3.04 walks per 9, a 2.75 BABIP, a 3.62 FIP, and a 4.71 Sierra. On the flip side, Rich Hill, 3.86 ERA, 1.38 whip, 7.42 strikeouts per 9, which is 19%. 4.45 walks per 9, a 2.84 BABIP, a 4.17 FIP, and a 5.11 Sierra. On the flip side, or on the bullpen, my bad, 3.67 FIP, 3.84 Sierra for the Brewers, 4.82, 4.87 for the Pirates. So the bullpen advantage going towards the Brew Crew, and the hitting advantage also going towards the Brew Crew here. 95 WRC plus versus left-handed pitching, which is 16th in baseball, compared to the Pirates, who struggle against righties. 78, which is 27th, which is pointing towards an under for me. The only thing that's kind of worrying me is it's nice hitting conditions in Pittsburgh, but we're getting a 5 for this first 5 total. I think that's a bit too high, and I get it. Rich Hill and Colin Ray are very unreliable, but getting a 5 total here is kind of intriguing on this under in this spot. I think this is something I'm going to keep in mind, but not play quite yet. But I am leaning towards the under here. First 5 under 5 here between Pittsburgh and Milwaukee. I do think we can see decent pitching. Rich Hill, I think, can slow down this Brewers offense. And Colin Ray is not the greatest, but I think he can pitch well against this Milwaukee Brewers offense. I lean first 5 under 5 in this one here, and that would be a minus 120. But no play for me at the moment here. Sam, why aren't you on the show? I'll let him answer that. We racing the Jolly Roger? I was leaning Brewers. Because he has things to do. You are not his dad to be questioning him. Brew Crew. Had him last night and still like him today. There you go. Cameron, hell no. Never said I was. Yeah. At least he knows his. I'm messing around. Well, Rich Hill is their ace, I thought. Yeah. Hope y'all stayed off the Nationals last night. I stayed off the Nationals. I am in no interest in fading the Phillies right now. I think the Phillies are hot, and as much as I was low on them to start the year, this may be time to move on the Phillies. But I mean, they're always good in June. That's the thing. We'll see how they play in July. Well, Darren stayed off at the last minute. Yeah, I like the Brewers in this game. I'll put plays on the site. Atlanta run line and over 8.5. I'm good with both of those. I pulled something in my back and it hurts to sit in my chair. There you go. I didn't want to tell everybody what the problem was, but yeah, there you go. He is injured at the moment. Well, you don't want to do the show from laying in bed? Come on, man. You got to be professional, man. Got to do the show from laying in bed with camera off or something like that. Brewers plus money I took. There you go. We'll move on, though. This is a game I did make a play on. I don't know if I would make a play on it now because of the way the lines moved. But we had the Philadelphia Phillies and the Washington Nationals. The Phillies are at 245 with a total of 9.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. Opened up at minus 225. It's up to a 245, a 20-cent line movement towards the Phillies. When I made this move last night, it was around 240, I think, for it. Line opened up at a 9 minus 120. It's up to a 9.5 at minus 106, a full half-run line movement towards the over here in this spot. Let's see if the market move shows we should get an over in this one. 74% of the tickets, 76% of cash is on the over. The line's moved up towards the over here in this spot. We have 15% of the tickets, 43% of the cash is on the Nationals. 89% of the tickets, 75% of the cash is on the run line, though, for the Phillies. Looking at Ballpark Pal, Citizens Bank Park, 14% runs plus 41% home runs, which probably could play into some nice props here for the Phillies. If you're looking at home run props, I think we can get a lot of home runs in this game. I'm not somebody that does this, but wow, Kyle Schwarber plus 250. Maybe Nick Castellanos at 3-1. Brandon Marsh at 4-1 could be interesting. But look for home runs in this game, and look for runs in this game in general too. I think this is going to be a good hitting conditions for baseball here today. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here as we have Ranger Suarez and Trevor Williams. Trevor Williams, 5.04 ERA, 1.68 WHIP, 7.92 strikeouts per nine, which is 19%. 3.24 walks per nine, a 351 BABIP, a 572 FIP, and a 4.61 SIERA. On the flip side, Ranger Suarez, 1.08 ERA, 0.96 WHIP, 8.91 strikeouts per nine, which is 26%, 2.16 walks per nine, a 267 BABIP, a 2.5 FIP, and 3.6 SIERA. The pitching advantage goes toward the Phillies with Suarez. The bullpen advantage also with the Phillies, 2.57 FIP and a 2.23 SIERA compared to 5.59 and 4.92. And the bullpen or the hitting advantage goes towards the Phillies as well. 98 WRC plus, which is 15th compared to 84, which is 22nd. So everything points towards the Phillies here for me. Last night I made this move without knowing the ticket numbers or anything like that. I made the move last night. I got the Phillies run line at minus 115. I wouldn't recommend them at minus 130 anymore. So if you're looking to make a play in this game, it's a 5.5. Damn it, I hate 5.5s. Their team total, 5.5. I don't hate it. I think they can get that 5.5. I would lean full game over 9 as well. I kind of want to move on that 9. I would like to move on their team total, but every single time I bet a 5.5, it comes back to bite me. But I do think they absolutely light up Trevor Williams and this Nationals team again today. I'm going to triple up on this game. I already got the run line. I don't play 5.5, so when I come back tomorrow and this 5.5 loses, I'm going to be pissed off at myself again. But Phillies team total over 5.5, full game over 9.5 as well for me. I think we see some runs in this spot in this game. So I'm on the Phillies minus 1.5, but I got that at minus 115. Would not recommend that at minus 130. So Phillies team total over 5.5. You can get that at minus 115 and the full game over 9.5, which is minus 106. So I think this is another Phillies smash spot here for this one. Let's see. There we go. The Fighting Phillies. Yes. Yeah, get well soon. can't get him laying in bed. Yes. Sounds like Tim guys. Yeah, it is what it is. Recovery. Yeah, Tim is back. Fernando. Alrighty. I knew somebody was gonna say it, yeah. Now Mo Harris. I know you're minus 250 for Philly though. Yeah, I got the run line at minus 115. I didn't take that. It's Sunday. Dogs barking today. We'll see. Phillies went off yesterday. I had them on the run line. Yeah, I would say Phillies run line, but it's a minus 130. Yeah, I wouldn't recommend it at minus 130 now. Nationals. No. Phillies scoring 19 runs again? I don't think so. No. I think they score 6 or 7. Phillies are minus 250. I think they're fully justified minus 250. I'm going to stay off. Yep. I want to take the over, but Suarez has been pitching good. I think the hitting conditions can lead to a couple runs for the Nationals. I can see the over in this game. There we go. Woodbine, race 1, the 3-8-5, and the 3 to win. Good luck to Smoke and Mirrors. You know what? You said Woodbine, race 1, the 3, the 8, the 5. Where is Woodbine? Do I get Woodbine? Here we go. Get Woodbine. You said the 3, the 8, the 5. This is for race number 1. Yeah, race 1, 3, 5, and the 8. We're going to add that to my bet slip, and then we're going to grab the 3 to win as well. This is not till 1. Yeah, this is not till 1 p.m. That is fine. I will lock both those in. The 3, 8, 5, and the 1 to win. In Smoke and Mirrors, we trust. All right. Over it is. Yes, let's do it, guys. Over 9. There we go. Yesterday went way over, bro. Yep, it did. I'm going to grab that over. Sounds like an excellent parlay piece. It does. I mean, the money line, the parlay piece, if you're looking to do that, obviously here at Earle Sports Bets, we do not advocate for parlays, but if you were to do it minus 250, is probably a good look. And I don't really know who to partner it with, though. That's the problem. Maybe somebody in the WNBA. First time here. Go Cards. What's good, Chad? Yeah, I'm on the I've already moved on the Cardinals first 5 today. Already moved on the Cardinals first 5. Not until 1 o'clock. Yep. Are you on the Twins or the Orioles? I played the over 9. Over 9 Twins and Orioles. All right, let's move to a game. I have not moved on this one yet. We had the Toronto Blue Jays at minus 185 with a total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here between Whitlock and Gausman. The line opened up at 191. It's down to a 188. So a 3-cent line movement towards the Sox. Line opened up at an 8 even money. It's now down to an 8 minus 110. The line's moved down half a run here. Looking at the hitting conditions in this one here, they have Rogers centered as neutral, 0%. Let's see if the market reflects a move towards the Red Sox and a move towards the under in this one here. Yeah, 71% of the tickets, 51% of the cash is on the over, and yet the lines move towards the under. Kind of makes me think the under's the look. I think I was looking at this earlier, and I didn't want it because the line moved, or because it's a 4, not a 4.5. I think I was looking for a 4 in this 4.5 in this game. 24% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the Red Sox in this game. The lines move towards the Red Sox here, so it looks like sharp money coming in on Boston here in this spot, looking to go for the sweep against the Toronto Blue Jays. Garrett Whitlock, a 5.16 ERA, a 1.42 whip, 9.4 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%, 1.21 walks per 9, a 382 BABIP, a 3.45 FIP, and a 3.52 Sierra. On the flip side, Kevin Gausman, 3.64 ERA, 1.15 whip, 11.83 strikeouts per 9, which is 32%. 2.43 walks per 9, a 333 BABIP, a 398 FIP, and a 3.1 Sierra. Bullpen advantage will go to the Blue Jays here, 4.03 FIP, 4.21 Sierra compared to a 4.85 and a 3.76. The hitting advantage does go towards the Jays in this one here, 102 WRC plus, which is 11th compared to the Red Sox against righties, which is 95, which is 16th. My lean is Red Sox in this game. It would be Red Sox early. You can get plus 170 in the first 5. And if you think this game is an under, you can get plus a half a run at plus 120 with the Red Sox. So I think that's that could be an interesting look in this spot here is the Red Sox in the first 5 innings. But with that being said, I'm not particularly too interested in getting involved with this game. I do think that I do lean under, and I do lean Red Sox. I would probably, if I would be looking to make this play, it'd probably be a thread the needle type of game where I'd take the first 5 under 4 and the first 5 plus a half. But for this one here, I'm probably staying off, but it's definitely dog or pass for me with the Red Sox as a huge dog going for the sweep. Let's take a look here. By the way, shout out to the chat. 59 people watching. 59. And so let's take a look here. 59 people watching. How many likes are we at? We never talk about this. 58 people watching and there's only 19 likes. That doesn't add up. That does not add up at all. We should be at least at 40 likes with 59 people watching. But let's get back. Here we go. Nick, hit the like. Appreciate it. Richie P. I hit the like button like an adult. There you go. Braves money line, Phillies money line, even money. Gross, but I like it. I hate both those teams, but I like that because I think they both win. Absolutely. Red Sox money line. That would be my lean in this game. I'm not pulling the trigger on it. But yeah. Timmy. Blue Jays 0-8 versus AL Central. It's a good thing they're playing the East. Timmy. Red Sox. Yeah, I lean Red Sox as well. Braves, Orioles, A's, Reds, all money line parlay. Good luck. Them Jays, yeah. I like the over 8 in this game. I was leaning under. I was kind of leaning under. Over in the Braves game, yes. Add Red Sox race to 2 plus 150. That's not a bad look either. If you think they get to Gausman early, even though it went down half in the total, yeah, I like the under. I think that tells you the under, especially with the majority of the tickets on the over. Jays have won 6 of the last 7 Gausman starts. Gausman's been good. Gausman's the guy that's supposed to stop losing streaks. That's your ace. He's supposed to snap losing streaks for you there. That's his job. So yeah, I expect that. No run first inning. Yeah, I would support no run first inning. I don't play Nerfies, but I would support that. Leave a like, everybody. Yeah, hit the like. Yeah. Earle Sports Bets are they give you the best plays. So leave a like. Appreciate it, Fernando. 59 people should be 59 likes. I like that. See, that's math I can understand. That is math I can understand. But we will move on here. This one was an interesting one last night. The LA Dodgers and the Kansas City Royals. We got our over last night. It went over barely. It was a 6-4 game, and it was like 5-3 in the first 2 innings. Dodgers are minus 190 with the total 9.5 in this game. I was leaning towards the side here. I wanted to talk it out. But let's take a look at it here. There we go. Gonsolin and Singer is the matchup here. Wow, this line's dropped. Yeah. Line opened up at 9 even money. It did get up to a 10 at one point. It is at a 9.5 at minus 110. Not a huge fan of Gonsolin. I will put that out there now. Looking at it here, minus 230 for the Dodgers and minus 175 it is now. So it's dropped an awful lot. And that's telling me that the books think that Tony Gonsolin's vulnerable to get hit. The only thing is I have to trust the Royals to score runs here. Let's take a look at the market. Let's take a look at the money, seeing if it correlates with a move towards the Royals and a move towards the over. 65% of the tickets, 60% of the cash is on the under. The lines move towards the over, which is kind of interesting. 22% of the tickets, 88% of the cash is on KC in this game. And the lines move towards KC. I think KC is very live in this game. Very, very live in this game. Let's take a look at the hitting conditions here. Kaufman plus 6%. So it looks like offensive weather, not for home runs, though, minus 21%, but plus 13% singles, plus 8% doubles. So Kaufman, a really good hits stadium, but not a home run stadium. Tony Gonsolin, 5.82 ERA, 1.25 whip, 8.72 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 3.74 walks per 9, a 262 BABIP, a 421 FIP, and a 4.57 SIERA. On the flip side, Singer with a 3.49 ERA, 1.34 WHIP, 6.67 strikeouts per nine, which is 18%, 2.54 walks per nine, a 318 BABIP, 356 FIP, 4.36 SIERA. The bullpen advantage does go towards the Dodgers here. 2.43 FIP, 3.52 SIERA compared to 4.23 and 4.3. The hitting advantage goes towards the Dodgers here. 98 WRC plus, which is 16th compared to 81, which is 25th for the Royals. Now, I want to move on the Royals in this game. I do. I want to trust them. I want to fade Gonsolin. I'm not a fan of Gonsolin. He was extremely hyped last year. He looked really good last year. I don't think he is that good of a pitcher that we can get 3.5 team total with the Royals here at -130. I really like that. And I like the first 5 money line for the Royals as well. I think that they are able to continue playing well against this Dodgers team and at least score me 4 runs today. I'm not a fan of Gonsolin. The weather conditions are good for offense in this game. I am going to move on this. I'm going to grab the Royals team total over 3.5 and the Royals first 5 money line at +138. I also really like Brady Singer. I expect better from Singer, and I think this is honestly a pitching advantage for the Royals with Singer on the mound against Gonsolin. I really do. So I'm going to grab the Royals here in the first 5 innings at +138, and I also grab their team total over 3.5 at -130. Let's get to the chat here. What do you think about these dogs alt spread? Cubbies, no. Houston, yes. Rockies, I need to look deeper into that game when we get to it, which could be an interesting one. That one, we're going to go over that one. But I do like Houston. I do not like the Cubbies. I've already moved on the Guardians. I've already moved on the Guardians there. +111, Phillies, Jays seems like the move. I kind of lean Boston, though. That's my problem. Dodgers taking them Royals to Pound Town. Are they? They did last night, apparently. No, they didn't. Dodgers sent my birthday cake. They did good enough to give me the over. My book doesn't have a line out for the A's game yet. That's because the White Sox are undecided on a pitcher, which pisses me off because it's Paul Blackburn Day. And the White Sox are about to ruin Paul Blackburn Day. Oakland first 5. If you've taken Oakland first 5 plus a half every single time Paul Blackburn has pitched this year, you've cashed it. Royals, yeah. Kind of like the Dodgers game over 9.5. I mean, I could see runs in this game. I took the Royals over 3.5 team total, so I can definitely see it. Acuna, Olsen, hit plus Strider 6 plus Ks. Same game, parlay all day. Yeah. Mo, I've been waiting for the A's line too. Waiting for a starter, but I'll go A's money line and the over. There you go. Had the Royals first 5 last night. Let's run it back today. Should have taken them on the money line, Mo. But you still made money off of them. Yep. A's don't have a line, but I like the A's today. I like the A's with Paul Blackburn, and I don't here. Let me make sure that this statement is correct before I go ahead and do this because I want to make sure the statement's correct. Yeah. The Oakland Athletics are going for the sweep today. I'll repeat that. The Oakland Athletics are going for the sweep today over the Chicago White Sox. How freaking bad is this White Sox team? Reds game does not have a line out either. I do see a line for the Padres game. I do have that game. No, I do not. I lied. I do not have that game. It says there's a line for it, but is there an actual line for it? No, I do not see a line for that game. I was looking towards the Padres. I like Abbott. He's decent. Yeah. Royals first 5 again today. Yep. I like the Rays. I do not. I was leaning Padres because I think it's going to be Yu Darvish. I believed in Singer once upon a time. Yeah. Can we play the poopy video? Sure. There you go. Yup. Damn, Dodgers first 5. Over is sitting at a 5.5. Yeah. I would look towards the full game. Morning, boys. I was going to start my break today, but I can't give up the free money on the Braves batters today. There you go. A's first 5 and possibly full game. Yeah. White Sox are not good. Acuna, Albies, Olsen, Harris, all to get a hit today in the Braves money line. That looks good. Let's move on now. As we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 games in the MLB left, and we have 4 in the WNBA today. We get a big slate in the WNBA today. But we get the Yankees against the Cardinals. It's a pick 'em here with a total of 7.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line movement here between Garrett Cole and Jordan Montgomery. Yankees open up at -115. They're down to a -109, a 6-cent line movement towards St. Louis here. Line opened up at an 8. It's down to a 7.5, which suggests that the markets think Montgomery pitches well. Let's see if the market moves correlates to the under and towards the Cardinals. 83% of the tickets, 80% of the cash is on the Yankees today, and the line's moving towards St. Louis, which is screaming St. Louis to me here. 34% of the tickets, 77% of the cash is on the under, and the line is moved towards the under in this one here. Let's look at the ballpark conditions here in this one, as Busch Stadium -4% runs, 2% home runs, but -13% triples, doubles, +1% on singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here in this one. It's the revenge game. Jordan Montgomery for the Cardinals. He is taking on Garrett Cole for the Yankees. 1.71 ERA, 0.95 whip the last 30 days for Jordan Montgomery, who's looked phenomenal lately. 8.53 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%. 1.71 walks per 9, a 265 BABIP, a 278 FIP, and a 3.49 SIERA. On the flip side, Garrett Cole, 2.4 ERA, 1.1 whip. He's been great too. 10.2 strikeouts per 9, which is 28%. 1.5 walks per 9, a 338 BABIP, and a 2.68 FIP, and a 3.48 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Yankees here, which is why I only moved on the first 5 with St. Louis here. 2.88 FIP, 3.51 SIERA compared to 5.44 and 4.84. Hitting advantage goes towards the Cardinals ever so slightly, 112 WRC plus, which is 8th, compared to 111, which is 7th for the Yankees versus lefties. The Yankees hit lefties a lot better than they hit righties, and they have hit them decently as of late. I did move on the Cardinals in the first 5 innings. I did not move on anything else because I only want the first 5 innings with this one here. This Cardinals bullpen still scares me, trying to back them full game. I got him at -105. The line moving towards them with all the money coming in on the Yankees screams that the Cardinals probably win this full game as well. But we've seen this plenty of times before where the Cardinals are the sharp side and they end up blowing it late. You would end up cashing the first 5 but not the full game. So I'm on the first 5 money line here with the St. Louis Cardinals here at -105. All right, let's get back to there. There we go. Yankees, no. No, I love that time for prize picks. Prize picks. There you go. Kind of lean over 7.5. It's under or nothing for me. Cardinals money line. Yes, Cardinals money line, Sam. Kind of like the Cards. Yep. Athletics first 5 and Braves first 5. There you go. I kind of like that. That Braves pick is solely for the fact Miami's pitcher today likes to give up 10 or more hits per outing and never pitches full games, giving more room for his hits from the early. Here's the thing, though, is Alcantara was great getting complete games last year. Like during his Cy Young year, he was ridiculous. Under. Yes, I do lean under in that one there. Outside of that same game parlay, I'm back. All I'm backing is the Rangers money line. And I'm not a fan of that one. We'll get into that one, though. And Ohtani over 1.5 base is still plus money. Shock the books. Haven't lowered the odds. The reason I think that's plus money still is because they're going up against Zach Gallen today. That guy, Braves team total over is the look. Yes, I think the team total over. Yankees money line. I'm on the Cardinals first 5. Yeah, it is. And if your book offers it, take them to get more hits than the Marlins, too. There you go. Strider doesn't like giving up too much. The thing is, though, when Strider starts, those games go over. I believe he is the best over pitcher on the year, which sounds crazy. Let's take a look. My bad. Lance Lynn. Dean Kramer 12-4 to the over. Lance Lynn 12-5 to the over. Strider, Alcantara, and Flaherty are 11-5 to the over. So both Strider and Alcantara are 11-5 to the over. There we go. I like that trend as well. Both those pitchers have been going over as well. Yeah. We'll move on though. This one's an interesting one. I hit with the team total, lost with the full game over yesterday on this one. With Ivy pitching really well. Guardians minus 115, total of 8 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. As we have Savali and Tyleon. Line opened up at 109. It's up to a 116 full game. Line opened up and at 8 at even money. It's down to an 8. I'm about 8.5 at even money. It's down to an 8 in this one here. Let's take a look at the money on this one. See if it's going to correlate towards the Guardians and the under. As we have, where is it? Where is this Guardians game? Scroll down. There it is. We have 63% of the tickets, 53% of the cash is on the Guardians. The lines move towards the Guardians here. 56% of the tickets, 87% of the cash is on the under. The lines move towards the under here. Ballpark Pal has Wrigley Field as the worst hitting conditions in baseball today. Let's see if that correlates with the pitchers here. And I would have liked to move on the under in this game. The only thing is I don't trust either of these pitchers. Savali, 3.33 ERA, 1.37 whip, 8.33 strikeouts per 9, which is 22%, 4.33 walks per 9, a 270 BABIP, a 4.8 FIP, and a 4.82 Sierra. The Cubbies, Tyleon's been terrible, 5.6 ERA, 1.39 whip, 6.91 strikeouts per 9, which is 18%, 2.96 walks per 9, a 289 BABIP, a 617 FIP, and a 4.97 Sierra. The bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubbies here, 3.15 FIP, 3.76 Sierra compared to 3.5 and 4.06. Hitting advantage goes towards the Guardians, who have been smashing right-handed pitching as of late, 121 WRC plus, which is fourth in the MLB, compared to the Cubbies 88, which is 24th. I am on the Guardians here. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Cubbies. So I'm playing the full game, or the first 5 rather than the full game here with the Guardians. I played the Guardians first 5 at minus 122. Let's take a look at if that's still the line for the Guardians here, first 5. See if I made the good bet there. It's up to minus 123 now. So it's moved 1 cent in that direction. I am on the Guardians first 5. I think this is a Guardians team that I'm going to look to back going forward. And Tyleon is a fade pitcher for me. So I am on the I'm on the first 5 money line here in this spot with the Cleveland Guardians at $1.22. Let's take a look at the chat. I think his over count is due to the batters giving him so much support. Why I like the over in this one here. Alcantara is the same way, though. Yeah, I like the under 7.5 in the Yankees game. I lean that way. Strikers gets Ks, but also games go over. Yeah, it also helps when the Braves score 800,000 runs a game. Morning, Nick. Good morning, Untouchable. Guardians money line. Yep. It seems like the Braves never lose because they never lose. Go ahead and bet them to win the World Series. They're practically a lock for it. Like the Guardians today. Me too. Sky just lost their coach. Yep. Had a solid day. Bombers and Stallions, never in doubt. Swept the WNBA. There we go. Yeah, swept the WNBA as well. Perfect 1-0. Are we hammering +3 minus and +140 for the Sky? We will get into the WNBA in a little bit. I have, to be completely honest, I haven't looked too much into it. Pass, waiting for Gavin. Yep, that's fair. This game goes over 8. Fair. Felt good to be on the right side of the Lynx game and the Blue Jays suck. Yep. One of my favorite pitchers to fade currently is Tyone. Yep. Braves run line. Yep. Like the over 8. I mean, with the pitchers the way they are, yes. With the offenses the way they are, no. Actually, no. I like the Guardians team total over. I think the Guardians get the runs for you. Only plays I got today, Red Sox money line. I was leaning so heavily towards the Red Sox. And the Guardians -1.5 at +150 and money line -104. I was looking the opposite way in that D-backs game. I was. I love my guy Gallen, but I still think that Ohtani is hell alive today, given the fact that Gallen is great, but averages 5+ hits over his last 10 starts. Yeah. He's only struck out three times, averaging 4 to 5 strikeouts in that span. Cleveland run line, I would lean that way. Cleveland run line, though, you can just play the money line because they're only -115 full game or -123 first 5. So that's not too much for me personally. So you can just play the money line. Still think Arizona takes the dub today. That doesn't mean the Angels won't get some hits. And if they do, it's not too far of a stretch for Ohtani to be one of them. Fair. The Angels bats ain't doing nothing lately with even worse pitchers on the mound. D-backs all day. Ramirez over 1.5 bases. All right. We'll keep moving on here. This is a game I've doubled up on. We have the Houston Astros and the Texas Rangers. The Rangers are $1.35 favorites in this game with a total of 9 in this spot. Let's take a look at the line movement in this one here. And we have this line opened up at -135, and it is still -135. So no line movement there. Total opened up at an 8.5, -110. It's up to a 9 at -115. So it's moved up half a run here for that. Let's take a look at the line history, see if it shows Astros and over in this spot, or no movement and over. We have, wow, 77% of the tickets and 97% of the cash is on the Texas Rangers, and the books are looking at that thinking like, I do not care. We have 64% of the tickets, 36% of the tickets, 69% of the cash is on the under, but the line's moving towards the over. So the book is not scared of this under money, and this book is not scared of the Rangers money at all. They think Heaney gets hit here. Conditions for today's game: Globe Life Field -7%, which is not something you particularly want to see, but these both these offenses have been good lately. As we have Andrew Heaney and Sean Dubin. It's going to be a bullpen game, really, for the Houston Astros. Dubin has pitched, I think, a total of 5 innings this year in 2 appearances. He pitched June 19th against the Mets, went 3 innings, gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits. He went 2 innings against the Cardinals, gave up 1 earned run on 2 hits. So he's not pitched much. On the flip side, Andrew Heaney, 5.87 ERA, 1.7 whip, 10.17 strikeouts per 9, which is 24%. 5.09 walks per 9, a 3.33 BABIP, a 5.8 FIP, and a 4.76 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Houston Astros, 3.52 FIP, 2.89 SIERA compared to 3.49 and 3.94. Both these bullpens have been pretty good, so maybe a first 5 over too as well. Houston, 123 WRC plus, which is 3rd against lefties. Texas, 122 against righties, which is 3rd. So both these teams have top 3 offenses the last 30 days versus the respective pitcher in this one here. I took the Astros team total over 4.5. I got +106 for that. And I got the full game over 9 at -115 in this spot. And it's really, I like the Astros in this spot, but I don't know what to expect from Sean Dubin. Now, he can easily go out there and shove, but he's only going to go 3 innings. And and then after that, there's the bullpen, which bullpens are very tricky. Bullpen days are very tricky. But I think the Astros are very live in this game. And looking at the way the lines move, tells me that I probably should be on the Astros money line as well. I probably should be on the Astros to win this game as well. And I'm actually going to move on that. +125 for the Houston Astros. I'm going to take them to win this game. I like their bullpen's not a bad unit, honestly. And looking at it here, they have the bullpen advantage in this game. I'm going to move on. I moved on them. +125 for the Astros as well. I got the Astros money line, their team total over, the full game over. Tripled up spot here on this one, but I really like the Astros to do something here in this one. Let's take a look here. Rangers run line? No, I'm on the Astros. I'm on the Astros. I have Rangers money line added to my Braves same game parlay for plus 1,000 odds. Good luck. Probably will take a single bet on the run line. I think Heaney's vulnerable. I think the line movement's telling me Heaney's vulnerable. They don't care about 97% of the cash is on the Rangers, and the line's not moved a cent. Wow, we got some royalty in the house here. The plus money, honey. Allie Burns saying minus 135 seems low versus the Astros pitcher. I 100% agree. Which kind of makes me think we can actually play this clip. It kind of makes me think that at minus 135 versus a Astros bullpen day.
It's a trap.
Is it a trap? I'm on the Astros. I like the Astros here in this spot. I'll take I'll just take the money line. It has to be a bullpen game for the Astros. I'd take Texas minus 5. Good luck. Discord link in the description doesn't seem to work. I don't know why Tim keeps putting that in there. We don't have a Discord anymore. On the Guardians. Okay. Dubin is horrible. That's why I originally took the team total over full game over, expecting him to play well, or not knowing what he's going to do. Good to see you here. LOL, didn't think anybody from Steam team would show up. All right. Rangers over 9. Yep. Couldn't imagine what the score would look like after 5-6 innings with him on the mound. I mean, if you think that, just take the over. Because I think Heaney gets hit as well. I think this is a 7-6, 9-8 type of Astros win. Well, Texas over 8.5. Yep. Over 9. Okay, it takes very little money to move major lines. The amount of money bet on individual games is nothing compared to a sport like football. Correct. But the fact that the line has not moved at all, I think tells you something. Framer Valdez is hurt is why he doesn't. Oh, come on. Really? Framer Valdez is hurt? I didn't want to hear that. So just like 2 weeks ago, I was sitting with the top 2 pitchers in the AL Cy Young favorites, and now both of them are hurt. Wonderful. So there goes 12-1 with McClanahan and 15-1 with Valdez. I think you're totally correct. Astros money line 2. F it. Yeah. Maybe Texas team total is a play here. If you like the Rangers, I don't hate the team total. For this one, I did play the full game over, so I do expect Texas to contribute towards the over in this one. One day, the Earle Sports crew will be the ones moving the line. It will be the money moving the lines. Yeah, maybe. We got 57 people here, so maybe. Hi, Allie, says Tim. Also looking at that over. Hi, Timothy. Injuries have been the curse for me lately. 1 second. Sorry, had roommate walked in for a second. Injuries have been a curse to me. Urias didn't know he was coming off the IL. Yep. Which is why I took the over in that game because I didn't know what to expect. Phillies under 9.5, I would lean towards the over. My bad. I bet the over. I bet the over in that one. I messed up his ankle. Yeah. Too many injuries. Back to Houston. Back Houston. Fair. He's only on day-to-day and not full 10-day IR. Okay, that's good. He got rated? No. My roommate was just coming in asking for a question here. So fingers crossed he just tweaked it. Yeah, hopefully. But we'll move on here. We got 4 games remaining in the MLB. Then we got 4 in the WNBA. Detroit Tigers and Colorado Rockies. Tigers minus 105 on favorites, total of 11.5 in this game. Matt Manning and Connor Siebold, the pitching matchup here. Let's take a look at the line history between the Tigers and the Rockies. Line opened up at minus 115 for the Tigers. It is now flipped. The Rockies are now minus 111 favorites. So, wow, a 16-cent line movement towards Colorado in this game. Line opened up at 11.5. It did get up to a 12, but it's come back down to an 11.5. And actually, since the opening line, it's moved 5 cents towards the under. So a 5-cent line movement towards the under and a 16-cent line movement towards the Colorado Rockies. Let's take a look if the market correlates with the move towards the Rockies and the move towards the under. 60% of the tickets, 84% of the cash is on the Rockies. That makes sense. 74% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the over in this game as well. Let's take a look at the ballpark pal, as obviously Coors Field number one for offensive weather every slate that it's on, plus 32% runs, plus 20% home runs, plus 33% doubles, triples, plus 10% singles. Obviously, Coors Field, we all know, is the best offensive park in baseball, which is why you will never see a single-digit total in Coors Field. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup. That's what I was looking for. Matt Manning and Connor Seabold. This is a tricky matchup. Matt Manning, 3.18 ERA, 1.24 whip, 6.35 strikeouts per 9, which is 17%. 6.35 walks per 9, a 200 BABIP, a 4.52 FIP, and a 6.22 SIERA. On the flip side, Connor Seabold, 7.2 FIP, ERA, 1.35 SIERA, 6.3 strikeouts per 9, which is 16%. 2.55 walks per 9, a 279 BABIP, a 6.18 FIP, and a 5.23 SIERA. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Tigers, which the Tigers bullpen is not bad. 3.73 FIP, 3.26 SIERA compared to 5.38 and 4.28. And I would love to back the over in this game with these two bad pitchers, but I just can't. Because the Tigers are 26 versus righties this year, 80 WRC plus the last 30 days, and the Rockies are 78 WRC plus, which is 28. So both these offenses aren't hitting. Both these pitchers suck. The line's moving towards the under. Line's moving towards the Rockies. I would like to find a way to get on the Rockies here in this spot, but I just don't think I can. This is a pretty, I think, easy stay-off spot, and I think this is the ultimate.
Stop it. Get some help.
Game of the day. So, yeah, this is a difficult one for me. This is a pass. Let's take a look. Back at the chat. Taking a shot with Ranger Suarez over 5.5 plus 150 for Philly. Strikeouts. Yeah, I've hit 3 or 4 plus money K props. Fingers crossed. I do think Ranger Suarez plays well. I did grab the Phillies run line last night, so I do like the Phillies today. I have Rockies player on my player props. Past 3 days hasn't let me down. There you go. Colorado, Detroit pass 1-800. Absolutely, gotta take old Seabold here. I can't. The line's telling me that he pitches well. I just can't. Lean Rockies, but I'm off it. Yep. This matchup still exists today. LOL pass. Yeah, I haven't bet this matchup at all this series, and I'm not going to bet it at all this series. Wasn't the total at 12? It was. It opened up at an 11.5, moved up to a 12, and then moved back down to an 11.5 last night. Yeah. Tovar has been on fire, guys. 20 hits in 14 days, 3 home runs, and 13 RBIs the past 14 days. Yeah. I like the Tigers' first 5 run line. I would lean towards the Rockies if I had to bet it. The Rockies, but I mean, I just can't trust it. Tigers team total under. Good luck. Could agree with you, Fernando. Maybe the Tigers just want to go back home. Yeah, maybe. They won last night. They won 4-2 last night in extra innings. Him to get a hit is free money versus the Tigers, but I can only imagine that he's juiced, though. This is a Coors Field game. Tovar to get a hit is probably not something I'm interested in laying the price on. That's probably a parlay piece. But yeah, probably Nathan. Lean under this game. Bro, what happened? Yeah. Probably staying off this game. Yeah. Let's take a look. Him to get an RBI has hit in more than 50% of those 14 games. There you go. Handsome. There you go. Suarez over 5Ks. Yeah. Well, the Rockies want taco night. Over 7 versus Rockies. Good luck. Nailed it when the fun starts. Maybe Rockies team total over? Potentially. This Rockies offense is not hitting, though. They're bottom 5 in the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. They're just not hitting. People gas cans, yeah. Definitely parlay piece for Tovar, yeah. Phillies under, no. I'm on the over in that game. Markets aren't efficient. Cool. They've helped me this year. Well, look here. 3 games left. The Arizona Diamondbacks and the LA Angels. Diamondbacks are a minus 105 favorite, total of 8.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history in this one here. As we have Reed Detmers and we have Zach Gallen. Line opened up at a minus 120 for the Diamondbacks. It's all the way flipped now. Minus 110 for the Angels. It's been a 20-cent line movement towards Anaheim in this one. Line opened up at an 8.5. It is still an 8.5. So no line movement on the total. A drastic line movement on the side. 35% of the tickets, 67% of the cash is on the Angels. This is shaping up to be an Angels first 5 for me here. 62% of the tickets, 64% of the cash is on the over. No line movement towards the total in this one here. Angel Stadium, plus 3% hit runs, 10% home runs, minus 9% doubles, triples, but plus 4% singles. So it looks like good home run weather here in Anaheim as they have the 7th best hitting conditions on the slate. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. This one, Reed Detmers has been great. 1.05 ERA, 0.78 whip, 11.92 strikeouts per nine, which is 35%. 2.81 walks per nine, a 192 BABIP, but 258 FIP, and a 3 SIERA. On the flip side, Zach Gallen, a 3.69 ERA, 1.23 whip, 7.39 strikeouts per nine, which is 20%, 1.71 walks per nine, a 298 BABIP, 426 FIP, and a 4.28 SIERA. Suggests we should see some negative regression here from Zach Gallen. And I think this could be the game we see it. As the bullpen advantage does go towards the Diamondbacks in this one, 2.74 FIP and a 3.29 SIERA compared to 3.92 and 3.66 for the Angels. Hitting advantage massively goes towards the Angels here in this spot here. 142 WRC plus, which is second against right-handed pitching. And the Diamondbacks are below average against lefties. 90 WRC plus, which is 18th in the MLB. I am interested in the Angels in this game. I'm interested in the Angels first 5, which is minus 120. I'm interested in the Angels team total over, which is at 4.5 at plus 110. I think that's a great price for this team total over for the Angels. Lines moving drastically towards them. I really like the ticket ticket cash 35 and 67. I love it when the side I'm on is on that. So I'm gonna grab both these here. Angels first 5 minus 120. Angels team total over 4.5. I think that they get to Zach Gallen today, and I know Zach Gallen is great at home. He is not as good on the road. Let me take a look at his home road splits real quick, and then we can move on to the next game. We'll move on to the chat and then move on to the next game. Home road splits have been a problem for Zach Gallen this year. 2-2 on the road with a 5.08 ERA in 44 and third innings pitched. On the flip side, 8-0 at home, 1.5 ERA, 6 in 60 innings pitched for Gallen at home. He is a much, much better home pitcher than he is on the road. If he pitched every game at home, you would be handing him the Cy Young Award right now, Zach Gallen. But unfortunately, you have to pitch away from Arizona sometimes, and that's where he struggled. I'm on the Angels team total over 4.5 at plus 110. I'm on the Angels first 5 money line at minus 120. Let's take a look here. This one. Over to the chat. Jumped on the Suarez case. Let's go. There we go. Under 9 in Phillies. Sounds scary to me. Yeah, I'm already on the over. Total just went back up to a 12. Heard. D-backs, again, first 5 run line. It went up to a 12 again. D-backs first 5 run line. Yeah. The weather in Philly area is hot. It's good weather for an over. This is also what pointed me towards the over as well. Citizens Ballpark plays very differently with hot weather we have today. Suarez has been pitching well, though. Yes, I think the Nationals can get him for maybe 2 or 3 runs, but I like the Phillies to drop 7, 8 runs. Diamondbacks, yeah. Hear a lot of people humping on the Angels today. I mean, 35% of the tickets are on them, so not that much, yeah. Happy Zach Gallen Day, yeah. Suarez ain't no Ranger. Fair. I think at the end of the day, I just want all the numbers, and it's just way too close to call. There's other shit to bet on today. Fair. Yeah, absolutely. You don't have to bet every game. I want Ohtani over 1.5 bases. He usually gets that off of one. There you go, same game parlay. Wake and bake. Suarez has given up 1 run or less in each of his last 5 starts. He's been very good. I think the Phillies can get the over by themselves potentially, though. Taking the Nerfy in Arizona. Good luck. Under 8.5, maybe first 5 under. Yeah. I lean Boston money line. I do lean Boston. Do lean that way. Sparks are playing with 8 players because of injuries and wellness, and they are off a long road trip. They've looked fired. A key player, Canada, should be out for them. The dream could cover. We will be looking at the WNBA. Sorry, we'll be looking at the WNBA soon. What have my Marte and Walker hit props, but Detmer gets a lot of strikeouts. I like Detmers. I do. I like Detmers. Diamondbacks have a day off and have already won the series. Maybe that's why the line dropped. I also think Zach Gallen does not pitch well on the road, and the Angels' offense has been strong lately. They are top 2 in WRC plus the last 30 days against right-handed pitching. His strikeouts are usually higher than Gallen's over the season. Yeah. I lean other way. D-cracks. Fair. D-backs are passed. I disagree. Tim, get your bro. I mean, I like where I'm at. I'm fine with that. I have no problem being on a side where I've seen nobody in this chat say the Angels so far. I have seen nobody. Everybody is Diamondbacks, 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 Diamondbacks. I have no problem being on the opposite side. Makes me like it even more. Ohtani over 1.5 bases, still paying plus 225. There you go. Or 2.25, which is plus 125. There you go. You sound like you're auctioning off pitchers when you run those stats. Yeah, I try to read them not too fast, but fast enough where I'm not taking 3 years reading it. For that one there. He'll be one of Gallen's 5 to 8 hits if he lets him up. Yep. Can we get a 3-leg parlay of the day? Phillies over maybe 2 more. Good luck, Earle. Thank you for the show. I do not advocate for parlays. That being said, I'd probably, if I had to put one together, the Braves. I'd go with the Phillies, and I would go Braves, Phillies, and give me the Cardinals. Give me the Cardinals for the third one. Juice that up a little bit. Diamondbacks going for the sweep. Cool. Detmers over at 6.5 Ks is minus 108. Average 7 in the last 5. Reed Detmers also averages 11.92 strikeouts per 9 innings the last 30 days. He's striking out batters at a 35% rate. So that does support a over 6.5 strikeout for that one there. 10-8-8-8-2. I think he can shove today, Detmers. I really like Detmers. Angels first 5. The first person to mention the Angels. Yes, I like the Angels. First 5. We've had people give out Angels props. Yeah, Ohtani. Yeah. That Ohtani walk prop today. There you go. These are 2 of Tim's favorite pitchers for Arizona and LA. He loves it. Yeah. I am the same way sometimes. I know what you mean. I did that with the Royals yesterday. I was leaning Royals yesterday. I don't know why I didn't pull the trigger on it. His walk prop is a fun one to play. Not many pitchers let him bat all 4 or 5 at bats. Yeah. His first name is Ranger Ding Dong. Every other game, he's walked intentionally. I mean, yeah, he might be in the Barry Bonds treatment soon. 2 games remaining in the MLB. The Tampa Bay Rays and the Seattle Mariners. The Mariners are favored in this one here with a total of 7.5 in this game. Why are the Mariners favored? It's Luis Castillo. That's the only reason. Line opened up at a 141. It's down to a 120. So a 21-cent line movement towards the Rays. Line opened up at an 8. It's down to a 7.5. It was 8 juice towards the under -125, and then it went down to a 7.5. It's 7.5 -102. So it's juiced towards the over now at 7.5 when it was 8 juice towards the under. Let's take a look at the money, see if that correlates here. As we have, 66% of the tickets, 63% of the cash is on the Rays. Kind of no surprise there that people are liking the Rays at a dog here in this price. And then we have 87% of the tickets, 61% of the cash is on the over in this game. The line's moved towards the under in this spot here. For the hitting conditions on Ballpark Pal, -4% at T-Mobile Park today. Looking at the pitching matchup here, Luis Castillo, 3.23 ERA, a 1.21 WHIP the last 30 days, 9.39 strikeouts per 9, which is 25%, 3.82 walks per 9, a 2.33 BABIP, a 5.53 FIP, and a 4.39 SIERA. Don't think Castillo is as good as people hype him up to be. Taj Bradley has been okay. 5.87 ERA, 1.52 WHIP is obviously concerning, but when we look at his advanced stats, I do think we should see positive aggression. 12.13 strikeouts per 9, which is 30%. He does strike out batters. 4.3 walks per 9, a 3.28 BABIP, 4.85 FIP, and a 3.81 SIERA. Looking at the bullpens, the advantage goes towards the Rays here. 3.61 FIP, 3.45 SIERA compared to 5.5 FIP and a 4.51 SIERA for the Mariners. The Rays have the hitting advantage here, 119 WRC plus, which is 5th against righties, 90 for Luis Castillo, which is 22nd here. I am interested in the Tampa Bay Rays in this spot here. The lines move towards the Rays. The money's coming in on the Rays, which I kind of expected that to happen. They're down to a +110 now. I do think they get to Luis Castillo today. I'm not as high on Luis Castillo as other people are. And I can see this as a spot where you can get 3.5 with a Rays team total. I get it this as a 7.5, and I get it as Luis Castillo, but the Rays offense still one of the best in baseball. I'm just going to grab their full game money line though. And my only decision here is whether or not I just double down on them first 5 full game. I've been on the Mariners the first 2 games. And I got the Mariners team total over first game, and I got the first 5 Mariners yesterday. But today, I'm going to fade Castillo fully. First 5 +110, full game +110. I'm going to double down on the Rays here in this spot in this game. I like Tage Bradley. I think Tage Bradley has the better upside than Luis Castillo. I don't see what people see in Luis Castillo. So I'm on the Rays first 5 and full game here in this spot. Let's take a look here at the chat. Rays first 5. Yes, Rays first 5. Seattle run line. No. I'm on the Rays, but I see a lot of people on the Mariners. A lot of people love Luis Castillo. I know he was a trendy pick to win the Cy Young this year. All that. Yeah, run line. No. Never mind. Ranger Suarez ain't nothing but a leg. Some would call -125 a can't pass sale price on Castillo. Yeah, because Castillo is perceived as the ace on this staff, when really it's probably George Kirby or Logan Gilbert. I don't think Luis Castillo is that great. Supness, Lex. He let the Mariners steal the game last week in the 9th, stole my parlay. Yeah, it is what it is. Just left church. It's time to parlay. Oh, good God. LOL. Good luck. If you're scared to parlay, fair. Thanks, Lex. Still had a positive day that day, but that was enough for me not to back him here. Fair. No unders with Oviedo on the mound. No. LOL, Cameron. Kind of like the over 7.5. I think anytime you can get a 7.5 on a Rays game, I think is worth it. True Oviedo has had his one good game. That was that. Yep. Best team in the MLB versus a team that is 3 games under 500, and they are plus money. Yes, because the Mariners. I know you want to pull. I know why they are favorites. I know why the Mariners are favorites. Luis Castillo is on the mound, and everybody is higher on Luis Castillo than they are on Tage Bradley. The Mariners are at home as well. I understand why the they've been the favorites, and it's been a pick 'em all series long. It's been a pick 'em all series long. So no, I do not buy that. I lean under 7.5, but I see a lot of people are on the over in this game. I can see the over. I'm not looking at a total in that game though. Isn't today the day he expects? Yeah. The Orioles have solidified the do not bet list. Why? Oh, yeah, because they lost back-to-back days. Wow, the Reds just opened up as favorites. What? They're favorites? Wow. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see why now. It's Morjan. I was expecting Darvish. It's Morjan. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Yep. Alcantara has been trash. Atlanta should hit him today. Yes, I agree. Chat is lit. Yeah, the chat's been absolutely awesome. Shout out to the chat. We are 44 viewers and 44 likes. Huge shout out to the chat. Now that makes more sense. That makes a lot more sense. Our watcher count has been up the last few days too. It's been great. The chat's been lively. Today we hit 60 viewers in the chat, which we usually don't get for baseball season. I think the last time we've hit that high was during football season, like an NFL Sunday. We hit, I think, 80 once on an NFL Sunday. So, huge shout out to the chats. Are the Reds now the most over team? I feel like they are. Really just got an ad during the show. That's a first. I don't have any control over that. I don't touch any ads. If I had control over it, I wouldn't click it because I don't want an ad during the show. Usually the ad should be either after the show or as you click onto the video. Tage Bradley over 2.5 earned runs. Good luck. Then we expect the over. Word at that guy, yeah. Cincinnati run line and Abbott we trust. I'm staying off the game. I had no line for it, or I had Darvish, and I don't have that game capped. That guy. Rays run line. Yeah, I like the Rays. 60. Yeah, I mean it's been great. Win or lose, I'm gonna be here forever. Appreciate it, Markel. I'm with you. Reds run line, especially with Abbott on the mound. I do expect Abbott to struggle. I don't expect Abbott to continue pitching the way he has. I've been with you guys since last year. Like the beginning of last season. We appreciate it. Yeah, probably won't play though. He's average 3, but wonky. Yeah, I think that the Rays get to Castillo. So I think the Castillo look could be an interesting one as well for him to give up runs. Would you lean over in the Reds? Never mind, but would you lean over in the Reds? I didn't cap it. To be completely honest, I had it capped for you, Darvish. So, but we will move on to the final game of the card. And I forgot to type in the odds for the Mets here in this game. Wow, the Mets are favorites. Imagine that. Mets, once again, are favorites with David Peterson on the mound. Minus 125 for the Mets, total of 9 in this game. Let's take a look at the line history of this one. This is Sunday Night Baseball. Ross Stripling and David Peterson. Line opened up at minus 110 for the Mets. It's now minus 124 for the Mets. A 14-cent line movement towards New York. Line opened up at a 9 at minus 110. It's now a 9 minus 106. A 4-cent line movement towards the under. Let's take a look at the line history in this one. See if it right. Wow. 64% of the tickets, 92% of the cash is on the Mets. The line has moved towards the Mets. Big bets coming on New York, though. 70% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the over. And the line's moved towards the under, which suggests maybe the under's the play. Let's take a look at Citi Field here, plus 2% runs today. About middle of the pack. 14% home runs, 1% doubles, triples, minus 7% on singles. Let's take a look at the pitching matchup here. In this one here, David Peterson has pitched one start in the last 30 days, and boy, did he look good in his last start. First start back from AAA Syracuse, and he went out there and shoved. He went out there for 6 innings, gave up no earned runs on 5 hits, did walk 3 batters, but in 6 innings with 5 strikeouts, he looked good. And on the flip side, we have Ross Stripling. Feels like I haven't seen his name in a hot minute. Ross Stripling. How much has he pitched lately? He has pitched once in the last month, went 3 innings, gave up 1 earned run on 4 hits and 3 strikeouts against the Blue Jays. So neither of these pitchers, both these pitchers have only pitched once in the last 30 days. Bullpen advantage goes towards the Giants, 2.84 FIP, 3.35 SIERA compared to 5.94 and 5.64 for the Mets. Mets bullpen has been terrible this year, which has been a problem. Obviously losing Diaz. And one thing we've noticed is Ottavino and Robertson have been put in more bigger situations. Obviously, Robertson was brought in to be the 8th inning guy, set up for Diaz. And it's also leading us to having to rely more on pitchers like Tommy Hunter and Leon and pitchers like that, which is a problem. Hitting advantage goes to the Giants, 101 WRC plus, which is 13th compared to 96, which is 17th for the Mets. The line movement's telling me Mets. I want to back Peterson here. I think Peterson improved something in Syracuse. His numbers were not good in Syracuse, but I feel like something clicked when he went down to the AAA, and I want to back him here again. I'm going to look at the New York Mets here. Minus 130 for the first 5 innings. I don't trust the Mets full game. I don't, and I will continue not to trust the Mets full game with that bullpen. But I will take them in the first 5 innings at minus 130 here in this spot. I expect David Peterson to pitch well again. And this Giants team, Ross Stripling is not one of those pitchers I would say I necessarily innings at minus 130. Let's go back to the chat here. So Rays team total over. Yeah. Speaking of the NFL, when are we talking about these opening day spreads? Probably the week before. We still got preseason to talk about. We probably will be going over preseason football here. That will be part of the show. But yeah. Liberty were embarrassed last game against the Aces. They should cover the first quarter spread of 3.5 easily against a bad Seattle team. That totals up. Yeah, that's an interesting game. We will look at that soon. Under, Meatball looked good in his last start. Yeah. Morning Jets. Morning grit and grind. Pitching change, Adrian Morjan for the Padres. That's going to keep me completely off the game. This pitching matchup has over it and all over it. But San Francisco has been having a batting slump recently. Yeah, maybe this is where they get out of it. Maybe. I see you, Tim. Under. Yeah, I lean that way. Potentially. Both teams should get runs today. Maybe. Giants money line. No. I love Cole Irving over 4.5 at minus 125 today. Minus 122. Last game was on point, but got rain delay. Cole Irving, that game has already started. We do have a game that's already started, and it is 0-0 on the top of the first inning. Let's get up the live odds for that real quick so we can look at that as well. As we are breaking it down, we are in the top of the first inning there. No, we're heading into the bottom of the first. Bottom of the first, 0-0 in Baltimore. But yeah, let's go Acuna and Rosario, RBI, Braves, Jerfy, Braves minus 2.5. Yeah. How often are your shows live? Every single day. Every day. San Francisco team total under, maybe Mets money line and the under 9. I like the Mets more than the under. I don't know if I can trust them for a full game though. But I would lean Mets and under if I had to back it. Every day, Chad. Every day. Yep. Twins have 3 players on base, and they did not score. Everybody hit the like button and share. And highlights, yeah. Leaning under. Yeah. Mets team total over. Mets money line. Giants team total over. Mets first to score. There you go. The return of Peterson. Giants first 5 may just pass. Don't like either of these pitchers. Yeah, Peterson on point. I think we saw him come in for an inning and pitch ball. Last game, last game, he struggled in the first inning, walked a couple batters, got out of that, and looked dominant afterwards. ESPN Sunday Night Baseball, Pete goes deep. Don't hate that look. Sunday Night Baseball, games go under well over 50% of the time. Yeah. Mets, first 5, let's ride. Yep. Shit, I thought it was Monday. Right on, Brandon. Twins game under 8.5. I'm on the over. I'm on the over 9. Well, over has to be more than 50%. There you go. I thought Lex was joking about because it was Monday. Oh, there you go. No shit, that's wise. Morning, Nick. Morning, EQ. I can see the Mets game going over 9. Fair. Diamondbacks, Angels over 8.5. I lean that way. But we will now move into the WNBA. Let me switch over from the MLB to the WNBA here. We got 4 games in the WNBA. Full slate today. Let's get into it here. Let me switch my Action Network from MLB to WNBA. There we go. And let's get into it here. I will also be breaking down the WNBA slate at 1:15 with Tease on Who Bangin'. So be sure to check out We Got Next at 1:15. We'll be talking about these games as well. Atlanta Dream, LA Sparks in this one here. We have the Dream as 4.5-point favorites, total 166.5 in this game. As brought up earlier, the Sparks are playing with, I think he said 8 players. Let's take a look at the line history in this spot here. This line opened up at a -3 for the Dream. It's now up to a -4. So a 1-point line movement towards the Dream in this game. Line opened up at 166. It's down to a 165.5, a half-point line movement towards the under in this one here. So this line has moved since I typed it up this morning. Let's get into it here. Line move towards the under, line move towards the Dream in this one here. Let's take a look at what these WNBA teams have done lately. We'll look at LA. Here we go. LA is 7-9, 7-8-1 ATS, 7-9 over under. On the flip side, the Dream are an over team this year, 10-4 to the over, 7-7 ATS, 6-8 straight up. The Dream are coming in off of 3 straight overs, where they beat the Mystics last game. They got blown out by the Mystics the game before that, and they got blown out against the Liberty. Dream are not particularly a team I'm interested in as a favorite. But with that being said, the Sparks are coming in off of back-to-back losses against the Sky. The Sky were just the better team in both those games and blew them out, both of them. One, actually, they won by 8. The other one, they won by 17. Let's take a look at the money coming in on this game. 78% of the tickets, 93% of the cash is on the Dream. I definitely do not want the Dream at this line with that much money on them. 56% of the tickets and 56% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under. Kind of makes me think that the under could be the look in this game. And I know with the injuries, it could be a spot where maybe we look at the Sparks team total under, because they're going to potentially struggle to score here in this spot. The Sparks have failed to go over this 81 number in 7 of their last 8 games. I kind of like the Sparks team total under. It's at an 81, and it's -115. I'm going to move on that. I'm going to move on the Sparks. I expect them to struggle scoring today. As mentioned earlier in the chat, they're playing without a few of their players. So I'm going to take the Sparks team total under 81 in this game. I could see the Dream putting up points in this game and going over, but I think that the Sparks are going to struggle to score today. Team total under 81 for them. This one. Let's go back to the chat here. I like Peterson over 4.5 strikeouts. He's a good strikeout guy. Obviously, he only had one start where he struck out 7.5 per 9, but he struck out 5 in that game. He's been somebody that has been getting strikeouts this year, so I can definitely see that. Lex saying A plus, or the plus money honey. The Sparks are on a long road trip. They've been playing with an 8-person lineup. They look very tired in the second half. Atlanta is rested, and at home here, the Dream should cover. Yes, I like the team total under for it here. The Dream, yeah. Everybody gets embarrassed against the Aces. The Aces are ridiculous. I don't lay chalk, but I've laid some 15, 16, 17, 19 point spreads with the Aces this year because they are that freaking good. New York going to be angry after getting blown out last game. They should cover the first quarter. Yes. Liberty are the second best team in the WNBA. Yeah, they are. My bad about Orioles. You're good. You're good. That game started early. What was it? The game I think started 9:05 your time. So you're all good there. As it looks like, are we done with the first inning here? Yep, end of the first inning, 0-0. Not a good start to my over. Hello, Cameron. There you go. Anyone like dingers? Acuna, Lane Thomas, Yoshida, Steer, and Alvarez. Alvarez hit one last game to break the streak there. Hey, Tim. Canada for the Sparks will likely be a game-time decision. They've been trashed without her. There you go. I like the way the Metropolitans have been playing as much as Peterson dismissed me. I mean, I don't really like the way the Mets have been playing because they've been losing. They had a terrible June, but they had a nice start to July. Sparks, Atlanta over. I hope Atlanta gets you your points because I don't think the Sparks are going to do that. Oh, okay. Supness Lex. Hello, Cameron. Supness Tim. He only goes a day or two between home runs. He didn't get one yesterday. There you go. All right. Not talking about that. Dream too pricey and not laying the points, but I think it's the play. Yeah, that's why I think the under is the look there for that game, or the team total under for the Sparks. I had Stop Geo. Huge upset in the NBA today. Liberty losing outright. We will get into that. That's the last game we'll be talking about today. We'll move on, though. The Washington Mystics and the Dallas Wings. The Mystics are 5.5-point dogs in this one. Total of 162.5. This one, the line's moved up to line gone from -4.5 to a -6 for Dallas. So lines moved towards the Wings here. Lines moved from 163. It did go to a 164.5 at one point. Now it's a 162. The line's moved a point towards the under here in this spot as well. Let's take a look if the money correlates with that here. As we have 36% of the tickets, 94% of the cash is on the over, and the lines move towards the under. 96% of the tickets, or my bad, not 96%, 64% of the tickets, 6% of the cash is on the Wings. Anyway, 75% of the tickets, 89% of the cash is on the Mystics, and the line is moved towards the Wings. Tells me that the Mystics are a very public underdog today, and that the Wings could be a good look in this game. Maybe we could look to go back to the Wings here. Maybe a first half play. The Wings have been a team that you can't trust full games, though. That's one thing I've noticed with Dallas is they get off to strong starts and they do not finish games. They finished the last game, but I mean, both those games against the Sparks, they were up at halftime and the Sparks came back. They've had plenty of games where they've been up and lose the game, full game. I think the Wings are a good basketball team, but they're not a team I'm particularly interested in backing full games. I'm going to double down on this one here. I usually don't do these type of plays, but I'm going to take the Wings in the first quarter -1.5 and the Wings first half -3. I don't want to trust them full game, but I do want to take them here. So I'm going to back the Wings early, first quarter -1.5, full game -3. I do lean towards the team total under with the Mystics as well. But with this spot here, I feel like the Mystics are just massively public at this point in this one. Got to go. Good day and good luck all. Good luck to you, Lex. Mystics +5.5. Good luck. I took the Wings early. Mystics spread and the over. Good luck. It's a Mystics game. Under. I do lean towards the Mystics team total under. The good old Dallas Wings. Wings first half. Mystics full games. Yep. I was worried about the Aces after that Fever game. The Aces were showing me some signs that All good. Della Dawn will be a game time decision. There you go. Let's see in buying AJ's Nikes. All right. The Mystics will not be a public side. Their best player is likely out for this game. All the money's coming on the Mystics. The lines move towards the Wings. Fade the Mystics. They've lost the Amazon Warrior. Fair. We'll move on here. The Chicago Sky and the Indiana Fever. The Fever -3 with a total of 160.5 in this game. Let's take a look at the way the line has moved in this one. Another one where the total has dropped. Line opened up at 163, and it's now down to a 159. Has that moved too far? We'll see. Line opened up at a -3 for the Indiana Fever, or -2. It's now -3. So the lines moved a point towards the Fever, and the lines moved 4 points towards the under on this one here. Let's take a look. 67% of the tickets, 98% of the cash is on the over. We have 81% of the tickets and 96% of the cash is on the Fever. The line's gone from a pick'em to a -145. So a massive line movement towards the Fever. The money's coming in on the Fever, though. And big money coming on the under, and the line's dropped 4 points, which tells me that this game could be an under spot here. Let's take a look at these two teams, the Fever and the Sky. The Sky have been an under team this year, 7-9 over under. Fever toss up 8-7 over under. Both these teams have not been particularly great, 5-9 and 7-9. The Fever are 5-9, the Sky are 7-9, but both are good ATS. So both are good as dogs. The Sky are 9-5-2 ATS. The Fever are 8-5-2. So both these teams have been good ATS, but bad straight up. Which would lead me, obviously, to it's a dog. Don't like the way the line's moving for that case, though. I do like the under in this game. And I know it's dropped 4 points, but I think this game does go under. We've seen, when we see the line move the way it has, and the money's coming on the over, I feel like I have to move on this under here. So under 159 here for that game, Fever and the Sky. Mystics game should go under. They are the best defensive team in the league. Eladon, their best offensive player, is out. Maybe I do move on the Mystics team total under. I love the way the Mets are playing. No, don't need that negative energy in the chat. Fever by double digits. Yes, Tim. Hoosier Honey showing up today. There you go. The line in the Mystics games moved because people don't think Dallin Delia will play. Her status is uncertain. It's not reverse line move. It's just reaction to the injury news. We'll see. Over. Money under. Final game of the slate. New York Liberty, Seattle Storm. Liberty -10. Total 168.5. This actually has moved up to a 10.5. Wow. Line opened up at an 8. It's a 10.5 now for the Liberty. Line opened up at a 169. It's up to a 170. Line's moved up a point in this one here. Let's take a look at the line. This one, 50% of the tickets, 78% of the cash is on the Liberty, and 71% of the tickets, 74% of the cash is on the over. And the lines moved both directions here. Let's take a look at these two teams. The Liberty coming in off of that loss against the Aces. They did get their team total over, and they have gone over in 4 straight games. On the flip side, we have Seattle, who has been an over team as well. They've gone over in 3 in a row, 5 of their last 6. Last game did go to overtime for them to hit that over. In that one, I like the over in the spot. It's up to a 170 now. The line's moved in that direction drastically, and this is going to be a double up spot for me. And this is a really high total at a 90.5. I'm playing the Liberty team total over. This is one of the best offensive teams in the WNBA. They are coming in off of a loss, which snapped their 4-game winning streak. They did lose to the Dream. That was their last loss before that. But the last time they lost, they won 89-71 against the Phoenix Mercury. That was also the last time they went under in a game. I expect a bounce-back performance here from the Liberty. I do not feel like laying 10.5 points with them, so I think the 90.5 team total is probably the best way to approach it. I'm on the Liberty team total over 90.5. I'm going to grab the full game over 170 as well. I think that the the Liberty drop 100 tonight on the Storm. So that's where we're going for that one. Liberty team total over 90.5, full game over in this one as well. Let's take a look here. Or a reaction to witnessing the injury. There we go. I like +10 with Seattle. No play. Gun to Tim's head. Let's go Seattle. Gun to Tim's head. Well, I would figure you would go with Seattle because if I know the plus money honey correctly, the plus money honey is named the plus money honey because she doesn't lay double-digit points. She's always taking the points. She's never laying the points. So that makes sense. There's a reason you're the plus money honey, and it's not because you lay chalk. Cameron, the injury occurred at the end of the last game, but it wasn't clear if the injury would keep her out this game. No. Home dogs. There you go. Gun to my. Yep. I'm on Vandersloot over 6.5 assists. The Liberty will be angry in the. Yep, that's why I like the team total over. Point guard. There you go. Should be an up-tempo game. Absolutely. Oh, boy. Storm, outright, money line, go Storm. I don't think so. Both teams like to play fast. Yeah. It's at 170.5. I got 170. I got 170 for the game. Storm +10 in money line. You guys are crazy. As Timmy says, Liberty don't cover spreads. Yeah, I mean, that's why I took the team total over because I can easily see this being 103 to 96 team. And it's a single-digit game. Look at the big brain on Tim. I'm with you, homie. There you go. Tim the Liberty were just embarrassed. The Storm have 0 chance to win this game. They are the second worst team in the WNBA. Yeah. It's the return of Breanna Stewart. Yeah. Storm first quarter. Stewart already played her first game in Seattle this year. There you go. I'm not putting a gun to my head. That's just reckless. Exactly. Why would you want a gun to your head? That's weird. The whole Liberty team would have to get hurt for Seattle to win. Seattle has no size. Stewart and Jones will destroy them. There we go. But that is everything for today's slate. An hour and 47 minutes of me talking. You guys probably want to head on out. So let's go ahead and do that. But before we head on out here and we do recapping, it is time for
Housekeeping.
If you guys are new to the channel, be sure to hit that thumbs up button and subscribe to the channel if you guys have not already. And turn on those post notifications so you guys are notified each and every time we are live on YouTube, which is every single morning anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the Earle Sports Bet Show. Be sure to follow us on Twitter at BetsEarle. You can follow me on Twitter at Nicholas_Earle as well. I believe we're Earle Sports Bets on Instagram as well. And you can join the Facebook group. I believe all those links are down in the description down below. But we're going to recap for today. Let's take a look here. Liberty's third road game, and Seattle is literally the other side of the continent from New York. It is. I already bet the Storm. You don't have to convince me more. Plus money, the Liberty played in Vegas. They were already on the West Coast. Yes, she literally said the third road game. She said third road game. Yes. LOL, Liberties. Yeah. Housekeeping. Yeah. The most pathetic here, I hear that because they aren't flying. All right, cool. That has no impact on me actually capping the games. But recap for today. Here we go. I am on the Braves team total over 4.5, the full game over 8.5. I'm on the Phillies run line. I got that at -115. Would not recommend that at -130. I'm on the Phillies team total over 5.5 and the full game over 9.5. I am on the Royals first 5 money line at +138. I'm on the full game, or I'm on the team total over 3.5 at -130. I'm on the Cardinals first 5 money line. I'm on the Guardians first 5 money line. I'm on the Astros +125. I'm on the team total over 4.5 at +106. The full game over 9 as well. I'm on the Angels team total over 4.5 +110. And the Angels first 5 -120. I'm on the Double up here on the Rays. First 5 plus 110. Full game plus 110. I'm also on the Mets. First 5 money line at minus 130. In the WNBA, I am on the Sparks team total under 81. I am on the Wings first quarter minus 1.5. Full first half minus 3. I am on the under 159 Sky and Fever. I am on the Liberty team total over 90.5 and the full game over 170. Saying third road game does not mean they're on the West Coast. They can play on the road and not be on the West Coast. Fair. Bye. Thanks. Yeah, they've been road tripping for a while. Tough competition too. You need a new quote. That one has gotten old on the bottom. Cool. I like that quote. So cool. But that is everything for today's slate. I want to thank you guys always for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Subscribe to the channel if you guys haven't already. And we will catch you guys next time, tomorrow, for the Earle Sports Bet Show, anywhere between 10 and 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Good luck today, guys.